Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. All right. I guess we should do this thing. All right, there we go. See how long of that was. I'm dropping frames pretty bad right now, so just it is what it is, and we push through, you know? I'll have to review how bad it was later because we got work to do today. The goal today is to fix this slot machine that currently is not working the way we want it to. So, the main problem is this, and let's show you a little bit of how it looks. We're gonna drop this down. Popped up on my other screen, so we'll drag that over. All right, so we got a few things going on here. So basically I needed to connect a few things. So there's another API that's calling, there's another API that's calling info from this one, and you can click on it and it'll pull up info. You have a whole list that's countries. You can click on any of them, get some info. But that's not what we're focusing on today. What we're trying to do is get this coin, this kind of working. So the crux of the matter is you need coins to spin for the jackpot. Obviously this doesn't look the greatest and we need to clean that up, but basically you need a coin to spin the jackpot. How do you get coins? Well, you have to log in, right? So we have this, and we are signed in. Yep. So you can click on coins. I have coins. I should be able to spin. Unfortunately, this should be showing me exactly how many coins are left, right? So if I log out, I log in. It takes 1 coin to spin this. I misspelled Pikachu, which is the password for Pikachu's account, naturally. So we still have 20 coins. Spin again. And we have an async function, which I was messing with earlier. Your coin count is async function. Cool. So I've been messing with it because what's happening is when we click spin, it's running the spin function, but it's not, what it was not doing is it wasn't subtracting 1 and updating here. I want this to be updated. I don't really want to call it here in this message. This whole message thing should be gone. When you hit spin, you should see your coin count go down, and then maybe a message that says, the following. So let's go edit a few things first. We don't need our SAS file or SCSS files right now because we're not going to do any like styling right now. We have our message somewhere. Let's find message. I think that's not in our backend. Ah, there it is. So we don't want message, we just want the response. So let's back up. So some things about what's going on with this is, how do we get the 20 coins here in the first place, right? When we log in, we are actually grabbing information from our database. So information that's been stored on the database is being pulled to onto the session. So the session's being saved, so I can refresh and I can go back and forward, and the session's consistent throughout, right? Let's jump into all right. It's gonna have me do this real fast, so I will show you this screen while I am doing this. Besides, I need to grab the URI, so which I am not showing publicly at this time. Okay, what am I doing? I am going to PG Web and using our URI. So this is a Heroku. So Heroku is my database that I'm using for this. All right. We are back. All right. So this is our database, really simple. We have an ID, we have a full name, we have an email, we have a password, which is hashed and salted, and we have coins. So let's go to the auth. So this is what we're doing currently. So when you log in, instance of the database, we're grabbing from the body an email and a password from the body that you type in, and then you hit enter, and then we're going to take the email and we're going to use a function, a query, which is auth get user by email, which is this one. So we're going to select everything from users where the email is equal to whatever you've given us. There we go. Okay. So we're going to get everything back from that user here, and we're going to store it on something called existing user. Now, if existing user is falsy, if it's a falsy value, then we're going to return, sorry, there's no account associated with the email. If it's a truthy thing, then continue. We're going to set is authenticated to this. We're going to use bcrypt. We're going to compare the password that was typed in, run it through the bcrypt thing, existing user dot password. We're going to compare these two things basically to each other. If is authenticated is falsy, then return incorrect password. If it's truthy, do the following. We're going to delete the existing user dot password from the session. We're going to store existing user, which we have here, which is everything, onto rec.session.user. And then we're going to return the status of existing user. And then how is that handled on the front end? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go to login, backend, and then the response that we're getting back, we're going to store props.loginuser, which is our redux, which I will pull up over here. Props.loginuser, we're going to set res.data.id, full name, data.coins, which is the three things we have here. We really don't need ID, I'm just leaving it there. Okay, then we're going to, after you log in, it's going to push you to the home page. It's going to take you out of the login page and put you to the home page. Then we're going to reset email and password to blank. We're not going to leave that on the session, or like on the component here. Store it on state. Okay. So this is what I am thinking. This is what I'm thinking. There's a clean way to do this, and there's a not clean way to do this. I think the clean way to do it would be to have a separate reducer function, and sorry, I gotta do this real fast. All right. What was I saying? Yeah, so I think the clean way to do this would to make a reducer function that would change initial state anytime the spin button is clicked, because initial state is being set, or basically, this state is being set at the time of logging in, but it's not being updated at all, which is why we're not getting the correct information from the database. The database is being adjusted. I'll need to we'll need to double check, make sure the database is being adjusted, that we're getting changes to the database. I think our logic is right, but we'll have to double check that too. Okay. So let's write a note here. We'll do a new, delete that, new folder, new note. All right. We're going to try one, of course, because this is the cleaner way to do it, I think. All right, so let's stick in. Let's start. Actually, we need to start in the server. So let's go to user controller, and let's write kind of what we need to do. All right, this is what we got to do. Make sure our logic's functioning, use Postman to confirm the changes are happening, connect to the front end reducer, and then make sure it works. All right. So what do we want? What are we doing? Logic. So, okay. So what is our logic? Our logic is currently we get the ID. We want to make sure they have enough coins, right? That makes sense. This looks like it's -1, so this is the function to subtract 1 from their current value. I think this is attempting to get the amount of coins. Because we need, yeah, because if coins equals 0, so we need to know how many coins, right? -1. And then this is the handler for the reals, so randomizing, we're getting real 1 random, 2 is random, and 3 is random. Okay, and then we're running the -1 function throughout all of these like results. And we have a amount 10 plus coins. So coins, we're adding to the database, and then the winnings SQL. Let's see what that. So we're updating the user's set coins to this. So winnings, we're setting coins to C amount, which is this. Yeah, okay. Yep. 40 plus coins. So coins needs to be a number. It needs to be a new, like coins needs to be a actual number. So what we need to do is make sure that this function is getting, so we need to make sure that coins is, so we say const coins, right? Is equal to whatever. So coins are equal to, what do we got here? Coin count would probably be it. Select all coins from user where ID is equal to this, right? So we could say, so we're going to use console logs to just double check stuff. Const coins, where ID is equal to blank. So we need the ID to be used here. Excuse me. All right, so let's do this. What if we have, so this is my thought. Why I'm pausing here is coins, if we do const, coins is going to be stuck at a certain number, right? So I get why this is a, kind of why the function is here. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to say coins anytime that coins is called, we're going to do this. We're going to grab the coin count using the ID. I think this is the login, right? Remove that. So instead of you could do coins is being used twice here. What's the variable that this needs? This needs ID. Wouldn't that work? Yeah, that should work. Cool. I'm not quite sure why ID isn't being used here. Can I put it in brackets here? Here, let's just console log. What is... I mean, one's going to be inside brackets, obviously, but... I'm offline. I don't really want to upgrade, but I think I'm going to have to sign in. Come on, postman. Alright, I'm gonna show you this again. Well, there's me. Show you this again while I sign in. Okay, we're signed in. I don't know how to do that in the app though. Oh, there's an update. Maybe that's what it was. Restart, install. Okay, there we go. Some technical difficulties, but here we are. Register. User already exists. Good. Sign him in. Pikachu. And then we're gonna do spin. Yeah, not working. Also, we have a weird response. See, we're not bringing back a number. Where's our console log? So there we have the ID. We do not want the ID in brackets. That's part of the problem. Actually, that might be the problem. We can just restart and try again. Spin. Broke it. Cannot read property ID of undefined. What? You were just reading ID of undefined, so ID of undefined. This is undefined. Oh, you know what? I don't think I logged in. Let's try that again. Make sure Pikachu's logged in. He is. Now, let's try it. All right. Your coin count is 0. Let's run a few and we'll look at it. Okay. What do we got? 13. Oh, I'm not checking coin count. I'm just looking at ID. That was before I restarted it. So we have the number 13. Good. We don't need it any other way. But okay. We're going to console log this now. Make sure this makes sense because I think this is what's throwing us the error. Let's make sure, let's look at our coin count. Selecting all coins where ID is this. Maybe we should be say returning all like that. Yeah. All right. We restarted. Good. Let's check it again. So we're going to log you in, Pikachu. You're logged in. We're going to spin. Okay. Let's check this again. Promise pending is what we're getting in return. There's no parameter 2. Well, I didn't want that, but error, invalid input syntax for type numeric. Why is there a 0 up front here? 0 async function coins ID. And then we have another one. So there is no parameter 2. We're running a second parameter somewhere. Coin count. We only have one parameter. Coins from users where ID is this. Okay. What else we got? A parameter. DB coin count. DB spin cost. Spin cost could be the one where ID. That's weird. Async functions within async functions. I honestly have never done that before. And I don't know, I don't have enough knowledge about async functions to know if that is allowed. In fact, let's just take it out and see what happens. But I do want this one to finish. You know what? No, I'm going to leave it in. See if we can make it work with it. But I think what's happening is we have an amount. Hmm. Um, so we're storing this on an amount. Why are we doing that if we are kind of already doing that here? We can take this out. Say coins ID. Actually, we can just do coins ID. And this doesn't have an await function, which is weird. Coins ID is, should be 20. That's what we should be getting back here. All right. Let's do some tests. So we're going to log you in Pikachu. Excellent. We're going to spin. We're going to spin a few times. Okay. Promise pending. So I have a sneaky suspicious that I'm creating an never-ending loop. The reason I think that is because we have an async function here at the top that is saying, hey, I need to return X before anything else. And then this says, I need to return X before anything else. And then this says, I need to return X before anything else. And they're all kind of pending. It's kind of my thought. So I'm just going to remove, what did I? Yeah, we're going to leave you here. Just going to remove the await, the async. One of one. Cool. Let's try again. See how that looks. Well, it's certainly more responsive. You can see how much faster it is. But you know, we're gonna restart this. We're actually gonna kill this, and I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit. And we're gonna say node mon server slash index.js. We're gonna start that. Cool. Kind of get rid of our history, so to say, and so we can get a fresh perspective. Ten function coin. We're getting a 10 plus. It's doing this. Oh, that's right. That is right. I know why this is happening. So, this 10 here. Let's do this one. You got 3 in a row, and it's 10. I think that's like a banana. We can actually do this. This will be easy. All right. So which one of these? Well, I thought we'd have one that would say 10 like this, you know. I don't know why. So it's pulling coins, which is the function. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, maybe we need to say, maybe if we take all of our coins, oh, well, I'm gonna mess that one up, but there we go. Okay. So now if we log in, we spin, we're getting an object promise. Three object promise, 40 object promise. Oh, this actually needs to be whatever. There we go. Let that restart. I'm gonna try this again because I'm thinking that it's still giving me the object promise. So what's coins ID? See if we can go all the way to the top here. All right. Syntax error. Well then, we will get rid of returning. How's that? See if that works. Object promise. Invalid input syntax for type numeric. Okay, we're gonna go test this real fast in post or PG Web. So we're gonna go query where ID is equal to, I think it's 13. It's definitely not 100 and whatever. Okay, we're gonna get 20. Where'd you go? That file's taking forever to load. So this is how it's being returned. Right? What if we did like get rid of our return word here. You know what this would give us? So this is a string. It's a string and it needs to be turned into a number in this function. There's a way to do that. I just wonder if I can do it here. I don't think so. So we'll store the value here. We'll store the array with an object. And then we can do like coin total is equal, coin count is equal to coin total at the 0 index, looking at the keyword coins. And isn't there like a, we're gonna Google this real fast. I think it's a number. Parse int. Here's, yeah, there's number. We'll do parse int since that's the first one. So we'll do all right. I think we have a function. Oh, the joys of coding. You get a test and retest, but it feels so good when you like get the logic down. Oh, we're still getting object promise. That's not cool. Okay, we have a pending. Again, let's take out our await functions. So this function's being defined, or definition, this is just being defined. So spin is coins is being defined, and then we're gonna run this function. What? Status 400, you don't have enough coins. Coins ID. Spin cost is going to be coins is going to be the first, which should be a number. Oh. You know why this isn't changing? It's like a -1 is literally not doing anything. Update users where coins. We need to do like const minus coin equal to coins ID we're gonna console.log coin count too. Make sure our logic's right here and it's coming back the way it should. So coins ID, taking an ID is going to be -1. So this should be a number value -1, and then we're going to say minus coin. So now what we're doing is we're going to update user set coins to this amount, -1, where ID is this. This should be a number plus this, and then we'll run -1. -1 should have an ID. Boom. All right. Oh, the joys. Actually, I need to make sure that this is restarted. It is good. Let's log in. Okay, we're gonna run a spin. I think it's broken. Let's check. Can't read property coins of undefined. Type error. Number 8. Coin total is undefined, which means DB coin count ID is undefined. DB is defined, ID is defined, coin count is defined. It's specifically coins though. Well, let's make sure that's correct. We call it coins in the database, okay. User interest 13. So this should be index 0. Wonder if I just do this. Let's give it a shot. I mean, it's gonna try to grab every one, right? But there should only be one. Okay, now we're getting non got ran. Oh. Is coins non? It is non. Why is coins non? All right, well, let's drop. We're gonna delete delete all from users where ID is equal to 13. Oh, I'm not sure. I thought that was right. And look at my notes. Delete from, I don't need all. There we go. Okay, and Pikachu's gone, good. Register Pikachu. Pikachu's in, log in. Okay, you have coins, coins is 20. We can verify that on PG Web real fast. Coins 20. Now, if I spin, I think I'm gonna set it to non. Because I think that's what I'm doing here. Let's take a look at hmm. Bracket notation is kind of what we were doing initially. And we could be adds a new key called, okay. Dot notation is a collection of key value pairs with each key representing the name of a piece of data and the value being the key value of that key. Keys are also referred to as properties. Contained within a set of curly brackets, keys are declared inside of an object by using a colon. Okay. Values in objects are usually referenced using dot notation. To access the name of someone in this example, person.pets. Coin total. Yeah, I'm really confused as to why. I mean, I don't think it's really necessary, but I could do something like a for in loop. Here, we could do this. We do parse int coin total dot, actually we'll do our initial one at index 0 dot, we're trying to access the, and look, we'll just keep this consistent here. Broken. Okay. All right, let's just try coin total, see where we get from there, because maybe I'm wrong about how this is being sent back, you know? We get a pending promise, which is why we're having an issue. Coin total of undefined is because coin total isn't defined yet. What if we do this thing here? We're going to await this response before we continue forward. Let's try that. Hey, nope. All right, what? Let's console logs here for a second. Okay, we got a total of 4 console logs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coin total, which should be that. This should be 20, which we were right. That is 20. Coin count should be 20. Good. Coins ID. If I call that, it's going to give me back. So there's 4. And then we're going to do 4 again. Okay. And then again. Why are we running this 3 times? Probably because we have an async function. Well, I mean, this has got to be run. But I think we solved it here. We needed this to be an async function because we weren't getting back this value before it ran everything else. All right. Sand. Uh-oh. We're at non again. So some good news is we know that this is bringing back a whole number, right? Okay. This is not doing anything. This is just saying, hey, if this is equal to 0, then you need to say this. Cool. I think this is also, we're going to make this async. We're going to await. What if can we await this? Because okay. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Here we go. So we're going to console log minus coin, make sure we're getting that back. But I was just thinking, minus coin is literally the last thing that we do here. So what we're going to have an issue with is this, the winnings, I think. So let's check out our winnings. Okay, we're going to have to check the logic of each of these. What did we get last time? We got 0 object promise. You won, but there is no reward. was this one right here. String equals lemon. Then we're going to do this. Coins ID plus 0. So that, I think, is 0 object promise. What if we do for const? We're going to do this. We're going to say console.log coins ID. I'll bet you that for whatever reason, coins ID, we're not waiting. This promise hasn't been fulfilled yet. I think that's what it is. So we're gonna fix Pikachu real fast. Get rid of 14. All right, he's gone. We're gonna register Pikachu. We're gonna log in as Pikachu. And we are going to spin. Yep, that's gotta be it. Promise pending. Boom. And that's why we're getting none. All right. I'm gonna update my notes here. Make our text can I make it like this color here? What is this? The 3 wins or 2 wins functions. All right. So we know. So basically, I need to figure out how to. I wonder if we can make. Like, we need to wait for this. I wonder if I can call this first, set it to a value. That's actually probably what we should do. Set coins ID to a value and then put that value in here. So that's all done. Yeah, let's try it. Let's give that a shot. Cool. So we're going to say const total coins is equal to coins ID. And we're going to take anything that says we're going to use our option key on our keyboard for Mac. We're going to go in and add a instance of our mouse everywhere we want to correct. Okay, we're going to say total coins. Now I might be wrong. This may not work, but I think this promise needs to be resolved to this value. It may not, but I think it may need to prior to it being used in another function, so or another being declared to another value. But we'll see. We shall see. All right. Yeah, let's give this a shot. If not, you know what? We'll take a break and we'll think about it and we'll come back and hit it again. Oh, object promise. All right. Yeah, it's a bummer. Hmm. Well, this is a good problem. Before anything else, I want this function to run. How do I do that? I will have to come back to this later. You know, I'm gonna take a break, get some lunch. But yeah.